What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David, and I've been getting a lot of requests on today's topic, which is shadow work, and rightfully so. Shadow work is one of the most important spiritual practices that you can endeavor to do because you are only as strong as your weakest energetic link. So you're only going to be able to go as high as the lowest vibrational aspect of yourself. So if we really want to bring that greater version of ourselves into the present moment, we really need to embrace shadow work with open arms. This is probably going to be a 2 or even 3-part series. Shadow work is pretty extensive and intricate. But right now, let's dig into what shadow work actually is and what it isn't. Let's go. If you are new to the channel and this type of content resonates with you, please click the subscribe button. Smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials that I post. And I am also doing coaching sessions now. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I am offering coaching sessions. Click the link in the description for the details on that. And also don't forget to click the link in the description for your free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. Please remember, if you have Gmail, that guided meditation will be under the promotions tab. Let's get started. First, we need to get over the initial connotations that pop into our mind when we hear the word shadow. Ooh. Right? We equate darkness with something bad or evil, and that's not the case at all. Think of a flower or a plant that's left out in the sun. If that plant or flower had to be in the sun 24 hours, it would burn up and die, right? So it needs half of that 24-hour period with a reprieve from the light from the sun so that it can rejuvenate. Look how important the moon is to our tides. Without the beauty of the night, the darkness of the night, or the blackness of space, you'd never see how beautiful the stars are. So we've got to just change our belief system about dark representing evil. It's not evil, it's just the other side of light in a universe of perfect balance. So let's go back to that yin-yang diagram there. That dark part is equally as important as the light part. Now, for those of you already familiar with shadow work, please don't assume that shadow work is only the healing of childhood trauma and pain. Actually, some very good attributes and aspects of yourself reside in your shadow, your subconscious, that you may have suppressed as a child because of your own perception of what was acceptable and not acceptable in the household in which you grew up. So you may have suppressed some very good, strong characteristics that at the time you perceived as not acceptable in exchange to get love and provisions, food and shelter and acceptance into the social group. Actually, it was your ego. What is the ego in charge of? Survival. So the ego was just making the best decision that it knew how to make at the time in the name of survival. The great psychologist Carl Jung coined the phrase shadow work. In a nutshell, he basically just said that the thoughts that we are aware of, the thoughts that we can see, those reside in our conscious mind. And the thoughts we're unaware of or can't see, they are in our subconscious mind. They're in the shadow. Now, obviously, it's much easier to change a thought or belief system that we are aware of, that we can see, that's in the light of our conscious mind. However, it's the thoughts in our subconscious mind that have the biggest impact on our actions and decisions, and therefore the reality which we experience. Our subconscious thoughts and belief systems were formed from birth to about age 7. So from this age range, our brains were in the theta brainwave state. So the theta brainwave state is the same frequency as hypnosis. So obviously this is a state that puts our brain in not just a highly impressionable state, but it's the frequency of the subconscious. So this is why hypnosis works so well, because it not only rewires your brain, but it rewires the subconscious belief systems. And the subconscious belief systems is what really dictates the direction of your life. The subconscious mind is said to communicate directly to the quantum field, where it will vibrationally align with different timelines or potential parallel realities which dictate the physical reality that we experience. Now, there are some scientists that believe our subconscious is actually housed in our heart. If you guys are familiar with Greg Braden and Dr. Bruce Lipton's work and their work with the HeartMath Institute, you will have heard them say that they consider the heart to be the little brain, or our second brain. And they teach that the heart connects directly with the quantum field. So you see the congruency here between the heart and the subconscious mind connecting with the quantum field and dictating the physical reality that we experience. I'll link some videos below on Greg Braden and Dr. Bruce Lipton's work with the HeartMath Institute, so you can do some research on your own. It's a fascinating subject. So now that we have a deeper understanding of the shadow aspects of ourselves, does it make any sense to wage war against our shadow side? Of course not. We would be waging war against our hearts. We'd be waging war against our subconscious. And that's what creates our physical reality that we experience. I think it's vital that we do the exact opposite and celebrate and honor our shadow side, our subconscious, our heart, because those are the things that dictate the physical reality that we experience. If we wage war against those things, we would be practicing self-hate, because they're a part of us, obviously. So a house divided against itself cannot stand. Now, this is the same as when you're trying to make an enemy of your ego, eradicate the ego, which I go into great detail here in my video, ego, good or bad. So if you struggle with your ego, or you're trying to make an enemy of your ego, please go watch that video. I promise there's a better, easier way. We need to shine the light of consciousness on those shadow beliefs and experiences. Shine the light on the shadow. Now, of course, this is going to mean that if there is childhood trauma and pain there, this means facing that. This means that your brain is probably going to relive that event as if it is happening all over again right now in the present. You're going to feel all of those emotions again. You're probably going to get an adrenaline spike and a cortisol release, and you're going to be thrown into fight or flight. But you're never going to go higher than the highest vibration of those experiences in your life. So they have to be faced. We've got to shine the light of consciousness on those experiences with love and appreciation. Raising the vibration means healing those lower shadowy aspects. And when you heal those aspects and you raise that vibration, your more dominant, higher vibration is able to rise as well, and your life starts to take off. You kind of cut the shackles of that trauma. In addition, you are going to probably uncover some attributes that now as an adult you would consider good. You know, maybe some of the divine masculine traits or the warrior traits of drive, determination, courage, the courage to dream and the fearlessness to go after those dreams. Maybe you're going to discover those traits, or maybe the courage that you need to stand up to a bully in your life is actually who you really are, but standing your ground as a child was not acceptable. It was looked down upon, so you suppressed that back then, but now that true identity is what you really need in your life to break through to the next level. Okay guys, so quick recap. Light and dark do not equal good and bad. It's simply aware and unaware. And there are a lot of great attributes that you can be unaware of that are in your shadow. So the shadow aspects reside in the subconscious, or what Greg Braden refers to as the little brain, which is our heart. And of course, we would never wage war against our heart, right? So we got to look at shadow work as a positive thing that's going to bring to the light of consciousness those aspects of us which needs to be raised in vibration. And once they're raised in vibration, those may be the things that are holding us back from bringing our greatest version into the present now moment. If you like this video, then please like this video. If this content has resonated with you, please click the subscribe button. Now, question of the day. Do you now have a more positive outlook on shadow work? Leave those comments below. I know shadow work has a little bit of a reputation to be intense and oftentimes painful. It can be, absolutely, but the reward is definitely well worth it, because it does allow for some spiritual growth that would not happen unless you faced those shadows, and we're going to get into that, and I want to make sure that you guys are in the right mindset for it. All right, do not forget to smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials. Again, I am doing coaching sessions now, so if you would like to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, link in the description for the details on that. Click the link in the description for the 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. Again, if you have Gmail, that meditation will most likely be under the promotions tab. And I'm also blogging this video and my other videos. Click the link in the description for the blog. That is all of the self-promotional blabber that I have to get out. I will see you guys in the next video. I have no idea what I'm saying. I will see you guys in the next video. As always, guys, light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace, guys.